Temudde.
Boss. Abantu bwe bagezaako okwogera ekituufu ne mujjayo tya gas ne mujjayo emmundu.
Basimba weeri luddawa omunasi n'owonawona ng'omugwira omugwira nakusinga emirembe mu nsi yo.
Ennyumba zabadde awo wabadde wandiwe yange eri mu bukadde obuwera 10 y'ekikumi kyokka miliyoni nga 3.
Mazewe emyaka 3 kati ndagewa
Sabawo ewa position kati bayinza okukasuka kiri ekitulikanga bomu ekyo iso kasaba kikwanza olubuto luba lugenze kuyanga olubuto lwenduse
Ndi mukyala musuubuza tunde ndi bota mu tawuni wano mazeewo emyaka 15 ndi mutuuze era ndi nabakyala aspiring nabakyala ow'ekitundu. Obuzibu bwe twafuna ffe twawulira nti bagenda kutumenya. Twawulira nga 1 week nga bantu babataddeko X abaasayidde eno neffe twali wagguluko tebateekako X. Kaakati nze nagenda okuva mu tawuni ng'ennyumba yange bakoze eki bagimenye.
Ennyumba gyewali osulamu
nga kuliko n'emizigo gy'abapangisa.
Nzija
ono muliraanwa wange.
Kambuuze ennyumba yo tebaali tebakugambangako nti wazimba mu swamp?
Tebakingambangako n'endagaano nzizino nziina wano. Baali tebakingambangako.
Eno endagaano yaki eno? Eno endagaano gy'oli mutulaga
eraga nti nagula mu 2011.
Soko tunuze wagulawo mu 2011?
Yes, sir.
Endagaano eraga sente gy'ozigula?
We have just reported on the ground and we are receiving people's petition. The affected victims have a lot of documentary proof of what they have been going through. I'm not certain of which players did what, but what we are certain is that NEMA and the government of Uganda came and illegally demolished people's houses. We are investigating the intent of this government because we know it cannot be a surprise. There's always a sinister motive behind such steps. Probably they want to give this particular land away to an investor best known to them, at the detriment of our people. What we are certain is that these people complied with all enabling laws, at least majority of them, and even those, even if there are elements that never complied, still these are Ugandans and they are poor Ugandans, they are needy Ugandans. You would come up with a resettlement plan, construct for them houses elsewhere, create for them alternative homesteads if you want them to move away from a particular place. But otherwise, there is no resettlement plan. We are talking about Ugandans, and you cannot protect Uganda starting with the trees. You protect Ugandans starting with the people themselves. First of all, we are not certain, and the NEMA has not even clarified what constitutes a wetland so far, because we are seeing multiple projects in quite questionable areas. But what is more concerning is allowing and permitting people to raise up houses and commercial structures. Then you selectively break a few without notice and without any plan of resettlement. Even if it were to be a wetland, the right procedure would require notification, and where possible, since these people were permitted to construct and raise up structures, there would be a resettlement plan or a compensation plan. We wouldn't have now this destabilization of homesteads. People would be relocated from one place to another. That would be proper planning for our country, because Uganda remains the same. Some parts are wetland, some parts are dry land. But utilization, whereas the law requires environmental impact assessment, but equally it must be done in compliance with the reality. Most of these people claim they were permitted to raise up structures. And two, even in areas which are seemingly dry, we are seeing houses broken and homesteads destabilized. So these are questionable intents of Environment Management Authority. Probably there is someone rich somewhere, there is some purported investor who wants to take over this particular piece of land, and they are disguising under environmental protection. We believe in environment, we believe in environmental protection, but we are also alive to the realities and protection of our people. So from what we have gathered on ground, it appears people complied with all the basics of environmental protection. It is never actually that came up outrageously to break away people's houses, people's commercial structures without clear compensation, without a settlement plan. There can't be a worthiness of government that destabilizes people. You break thousands of houses without a settlement plan. Where do you expect these people to go? Where would they now be earning from? Where would they take their children? This is destabilizing the people, destabilizing homesteads without a proper resettlement plan. But as well, what about those now even who had environment impact assessment? What about those who are permitted to raise up structures? What about the dry land? Where is proof that this particular part was actually gazetted? There are so many. Is a tricky, it has a tricky terrain, and we advocates of environmental protection ourselves. But environmental protection protects both the people and the surroundings. Not only, and the intent of protecting environment is equal to protect the people. When you destroy, when you destabilize, when you injure the people, you can't claim to protect the environment. It is normally two-way traffic, and all the neighboring provisions, even where there is a wetland. Anyone with the environment impact assessment, provided you can show mechanisms of protecting the environment, you are allowed to utilize any place, anywhere. Why are you only targeting the poor? Why are you only targeting these poor and innocent Ugandans, the innocent vendors? Why are you demolishing structures, I mean homesteads, and living commercial structures? What is the trick? What is the rationale? What we are questioning is, even if we are to resettle these people, where is the settlement plan? Relocate them to a particular place. They are in their country, and these are their own homesteads. This is the land they inherited. This is the land people have been living on for years and years. And for some areas, it's obviously dry. It's dry land. There must be a very unclear motive behind the NEMA and this government to destabilize people. Probably it's because of their stand in terms of what is going on in this country. You want to demolish and destabilize people just just for the regime to secure legitimacy? No, we know these people never voted the regime, but it should not be a penalty that you demolish people's houses just because they didn't vote the regime. They voted what was right, and they will defend what is right. We shall stand with these people. We shall stand with Ugandans and the Investment Authority. Tell them have afunayo taka. Bulitaka libe dungi bali kwa saba investor ne babawane sente. Omwavu eyekoledde akake atunze mukene atunze kawo ate gomenye daka yombake. Teri enkola yona ebaddukirira. Obalese bazi na kati omukadde uli asula mu buloka na tundubale. So obato yakyo otegeeza gamba nti okuuma butonde bwansi nga osanyizaawo abantu. Bala abantu bebakkiriza okuzimba bandi badde babalirira. Ate oboda bebalooza nti tebakkiriza bandi badde babakolera plan ebajja wano ne batwale walala kibayita resettlement. Babe nga balina obuddukiro. Tekikolebwa. Bazebuzi bamenye bumenyi ate kannemu kanabbiri babalese bazirana. Tosobola kuleka bannayuganda nga bakaba bagamba otaasa butonde bwansi. Otaasa butonde bwansi otaase enkima otaase nga abantu bo benyini boyagala okuume n'obutonde bwensi ate obalese bakaaba bali wanawo mbagala kwetta tukivumirira ekyo. So tulowooza nti ekikole bakagendere bayinza bawali wakati gobayite omugagga nga bano bapineti nga bagala kumuwa bifo bino kati baze bamenye abaavu bakiwa abagagga tukivumirira era tugayimirawo n'abantu baffe kwa tulowooza buno